to have a decent relationship
Damn,
with
she
Kobe.
pretty.
At least better than his father's. She had asked Kobe for a home in Nevada. Kobe had offered to give up to $250,000 to purchase the home, but Pam asked for $450,000. Kobe refused, and that's when Pam decided to take Kobe's high school and NBA memorabilia, including the 2000 NBA championship rings that Kobe had gifted his parents, and gave it to auction in exchange for
They did. Oh my.
Victory, these niggas sound stupid saying they invented me, but arguing with fools is
It's your time, it's his time, it's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine, your time to shine too. Check this out. We got why Kobe Bryant's parents hated him. I did hear about some stuff about them selling his ring, them not getting along with his wife or something about them not being cool with him marrying someone who wasn't black. I don't know. That's what I've heard for so many years, but I never knew how true it was. Hopefully this video does some justice, shows some real
Superstar Kobe Bryant
evidence.
is not having a quiet off-season. He's in a feud with his mom.
I'm one of the only guys left that remembers your dad as a player. I'm curious how much he's talked to you about this stage of their career.
Unfortunately, we don't talk much.
Kobe's parents didn't speak at them. Why do you think that was?
Maybe they didn't want to.
Kobe Bean Bryant had everything this world had to offer. Millions of fans, all the money in the world, a beautiful family, and a legacy fulfilled. Everything but one thing. His parents' love. What run from a tight-knit family that basically did everything together. Even signing NBA contracts became a frigid relationship at best that never mended itself. Even up to the tragedy that befell the world 4 years ago. It all started when he was a 21-year-old in Los Angeles, taking up a rap career among some of the biggest stars of the day. Tyra Banks, 50 Cent, and Nas are just some of the...
Bro, this just shows that even Kobe, with the mindset he had and the strict work mindset, that even he was having some fun when he was younger, bro.
Artists like a young Kobe collaborated.
Because this is something, if you Kobe now,
but during that brief
and then Kobe, you wouldn't think Kobe would do something like this, but...
Vanessa Lane was a high school senior who had happened to be stopped at a concert by a company that shot music videos. They asked her to work for them, and a few months later, Vanessa had become a video vixen, even appearing in a music video with Snoop Dogg. Like Kobe, her stint in the music industry...
A senior in high school getting put on like that? Kobe was still very much of age. That's not why I'm saying senior in high school. Kobe was 21. But she was, 18? But my thing is, like, I ain't gonna lie, senior 21, I wouldn't... well, me personally, I ain't doing that. But see, a senior in a high school in a music video with Snoop Dogg, bro, was it easier to get put in certain situations back then than it is now? What senior in high school? I don't know.
Industry was short-lived. She stayed for just 3 months. But before her 3 months were up, she was called for a Kobe Bryant music video, and the rest is history. But that's not what's important here. What's important lies in the background. We've all seen that Vanessa and Kobe's relationship was very romantic, storybook one, It's like love at first sight, then Kobe follows her around the set, and then, she writes down her number on the paper, and then they go to Disney World, so romantic, all of that, right? But the fact of the matter is that Kobe Bryant, as of meeting Vanessa, was a budding star. Winner of the 1997 Slam Dunk Contest, and already a one-time All-Star, and playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, no less. It was obvious that he was the talk of the town. For him, as a 21-year-old, to meet a high school senior on a music video set is one thing, but the pace of the relationship was way too quick, at least according to Kobe's parents. Joe Jellybean Bryant, a former NBA player who at one point in life dunked on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, wasn't too excited about the relationship. One, he was wishing for Kobe to date someone of African descent, a common wish in black households. And two, for Kobe to, quote, slow down and smell the roses. Kobe didn't hear nor hear.
I'm gonna be so honest. I get where, because me personally, my preference is black women, but I'm at a point where it's like, if you don't end up with somebody black, bro, that it is what it is. As long as you ain't a person who deliberately doesn't date black women, then you have an issue. But I'm at a point where, bro, I don't even look down at anybody who don't marry a black girl. I only kind of think it's weird if you intentionally don't date black girls. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason you might have, I'm not going to lie, there are certain reasons, certain experiences that I personally have been through, other people have been through, that's going to have them like, kind of trying to go this way when it comes to black women. But, every black woman not like that. But maybe that's just the black woman that they've been presented to, and they're looking for change. You never know.
his father's requests, and after less than a year of dating, at 22 years of age, he married 19-year-old Vanessa in the attendance of 12 people.
I'm not gonna lie, if my son did that too, I would be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I'm just being honest. I would be like, what are you doing? Cause that's so fast. How well do you know the person? Da 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 da. Like I just tell him my honest opinion about it. Clearly, he's still gonna do it, but I just be like, bro, that was too fast. I ain't like. There's so many other aspects that you have to kind of go through before you say I want to marry somebody.
Kobe's parents were not among those in the audience. From that day on, things weren't right with the Bryant household. When Kobe first started with the Lakers, the whole family moved from Philly to Los Angeles. Joe had said, we weren't just going to let him come out here by himself. That wasn't how it worked. For 3 years, the family all lived together in Kobe's house until they moved out, a quarter-mile away. When Vanessa entered the picture, however, Kobe moved an hour away to be closer to Vanessa's mom. The family argued about whether it was right for Kobe to be so in love with a girl that he just met. This ended up fracturing the family to a severe degree. Per an LA Times article written in April of 2003, Joe had not seen the couple's new house in Orange County. Joe had never met the couple's first child, his granddaughter Natalia, who was born in January. When Kobe's Philadelphia area...
Now that's wrong, because the kids got nothing to do with it, bro. Now that's wrong. I think they took it too far, bro. The parents took it way too far. You ain't like if this is really what happened, they took it way too far. It's not that serious, bro. Like I get it. Like I said, I'll look at my son too. Like, what are you doing, bro? You just met her, and now you talking about getting married. Like, do you understand? Like, do you know her fully? Like, I hear when men know, they know. Blase. Everybody be saying that. I still don't know if that. I personally just don't know. I just don't see myself marrying somebody in 5 months, 4 months. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But it's like, it looks like they knew each other for less than a year, and then they got married. So if that's my son, I'm gonna question that too. But I'm not. It's not gonna be to the point where I don't show up to the wedding. I don't do this. I don't do that. Like, nah. Now, if my son come home with a girl who's been with every NBA player, every rapper, son, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna like me for this, but you not doing that one. You are not doing this one, son. You will not be that person in going through child support bullshit. No, son, we not doing that. Nah. Now that one, I don't care how mad my son get. We gonna bump heads bad for that one. I'm damn near gonna have to. I'm gonna have to physically stop him from going through with that. I'm not even gonna lie.
High school retired his number. His parents sat in one section of the bleachers while Vanessa sat in another section.
I don't like that. Why are you like being hostile towards Vanessa though? What does she do to you personally? If you don't agree with them getting married that fast or her being black, you shouldn't take it out on her like that because she didn't disrespect you personally. Like so.
Broken at your lowest point? Well, I had so much going on outside of the game of basketball that people didn't know about. And it just felt good to pull through your season, to come through with another championship. It definitely feels good.
I hate when people try to mimic that photo because the photo was literally just him. People try to mimic it like, oh, he not satisfied, he only won one. He's trying to get another one. People just try or mimic it, period. The reason why he was looking like that, because he was like, he's still going through it with his parents. Like, they don't approve of his marriage. They don't approve of what he's doing. All that. So it didn't come to the games. That's why he was looking like that. Don't try to mimic that shit like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, some people be doing too much.
Can you tell us what some of that was now? Are you willing to discuss that?
No, not really. I mean, it was just, it was hard, but,
His father wasn't at the game.
Exactly.
Kobe had just won a championship in his dad's hometown.
Exactly.
His dad didn't even come to the game.
Dad didn't even come to the
Not even
game.
3 years prior. Kobe was living not even a 5-minute walk away from his dad. The man who taught him to play and showed him all the love in the world.
And I scored not a free throw, nothing, not a lucky shot, not a breakaway layup, 0 points. And I remember crying about it, being upset about it. My father just gave me a hug and said, listen, whether you score 0 or score 60, I'm going to love you no matter what.
Now, in the city where he made himself known to the world as Kobe Bryant, Philadelphia,
that would have really
his
hurt.
father, who showed him the game, wasn't even there to see his son win the game's greatest accomplishment. That's why Kobe, in the locker room after the finals, was in disarray.
I just said that too.
The shower. In the midst of his despair, he was handed the Larry O'Brien Trophy, the crowning achievement of basketball.
I literally just said this too. I promise y'all, bro. I promise y'all I did not, like, I know I've said that probably in the last 3-4 videos just because, bro, when I pick stuff to react to, I react to stuff I have a feel for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to step out my comfort zone, react to all the, little kid little bullshit. You know, I just knew, like, that's literally why his expression was like that. It wasn't because all this extra shit that people try to make it out to be. No, he was literally just upset that they didn't come to the game.
It had been such an awful year for me. So hard.
It just turned into one of them iconic photos.
2 years later, this relationship remained the same. In the LA Times article, he said, "The court has become my psychologist. It's my time to get away from all the hassles and problems. It's my moment." And even still, 2 years later, things were not mended. Per the LA Times article written again in April of 2003, in a playoff series lost to the Timberwolves, Kobe's dad was there at Staples Center, but he didn't wave or call out. He didn't visit the locker room. "My mom asked me to leave him a ticket, so of course I did," Kobe said, his voice dropping. "But I knew he wouldn't come down and see me. He never does." For the same article, Joe was interviewed as a part of a coaching position for a slam ball team based in Los Angeles.
Okay, so they got to see.
Unprompted, he started talking about Kobe.
Let's see.
Saying, 20 years from now, when his own child grows up, he'll understand what I'm doing. When Kobe made a decision to be with someone he cared about, Pam, Kobe's mother, and I decided it was time to back off. That's all it was. When asked why he didn't see his son, he sighed. "It's his life. We've got nothing to do with it," he said. "We've done our job." A few years later, Joe took up a job as an assistant coach for the LA Sparks. And, at least according to the LA Times, it seemed as if the relationship had somewhat defrosted between Kobe and his father. But it was not warm. There was a report of Joe and Pam Bryant attending the 2010 NBA Finals, but not because of Kobe. A wealthy Lakers fan had invited them. Regardless, in 2011, Joe referred to the relationship as pretty good, and so it stood. But all of that changed one April morning in 2013.
What
Kobe
happened?
put out a tweet. "When you give, and they take. At
At
what point do you draw the line?
Damn.
Hashtag hurt beyond measure. Hashtag gave me no warning. Hashtag love." This is definitely 2013.
What
I digress. He was referring to his mother, Pam Bryant, who, up to this point, seemed to have a decent relationship
Damn,
with
she
Kobe.
pretty.
At least better than his father's. She had asked Kobe for a home in Nevada. Kobe had offered to give up to $250,000 to purchase the home, but Pam asked for $450,000. Kobe refused, and that's when Pam decided to take Kobe's high school and NBA memorabilia, including the 2000 NBA championship rings that Kobe had gifted his parents, and gave it to auction in exchange for
They did. Oh my god! So that shit is true. This is what I'm talking about, bro. He said, this is literally, he offered to pay his mom $200, and this is it's crazy because this is his mother though. Like, you know, I feel bad even saying what I'm saying, but I've been hearing this for so long. Like, $250,000, that's more than enough for an amazing house. $250,000. And granted, she's probably in an older age. She's not like old as hell, but she's in an older age now. She probably don't need nothing too crazy. She said she wanted 450. Then when he turned her, that's why he probably tweeted that when they take. But and then the two prized possessions of his he gave to his parents, 2 championship rings. And then they sold it, bruh. Kobe wasn't even my favorite player, but that hurts, bro. That bothers me hearing that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I hope this is the entire, I hope everything is like clear. This is the entire story, bro. I hate for them to be making up stuff, bro.
The $450,000 that Pam had been asking for in advance, plus the proceeds from whatever the hundreds of items would have brought from auction. She did this without Kobe's knowledge, let alone approval. He learned of the items being put up for auction through the news. As you can imagine, that's what inspired the tweet.
Okay.
Per ESPN's coverage of the incident, Kobe Bryant's lawyer had sent a cease and desist letter telling the auction house to call off the sale and to return the items to him.
I wonder how much a championship ring is worth.
House says he can't cancel the auction because he's already advanced $450,000 to Bryant's mother and put money into advertising the auction. Kobe's lawyer, Mark Campbell,
but
said
why would somebody want, like, after a while I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't even want this no more.
Does not lawfully own it. We look forward to resolving this legal matter through the legal system. Yes, Kobe got his lawyers involved, with what seemed to be no communication between him and his parents. The auction company then countered with a lawsuit. Joe defended their actions, saying, "My son gave my wife these items over the years," stating, "Here, Mom, these are for you." They'd had the items for a long time, it seemed, and it was a way for them to make some more money. They were able to settle the suit for a payment of $500,000 and cut down the auction from the massive.
Yeah, he gave it to you, but for you to sell?
However, 2 of those happened to be the rings rings that Kobe gave his parents, commemorative of the last time that they enjoyed Kobe Bryant's NBA success as a family. After his stint in Los Angeles for the Sparks, Joe went away and became a head coach for some teams in Japan for a couple of years. During this period, Kobe and Joe never reconciled or even really spoke.
Unfortunately, we don't talk much. Maybe down the road, maybe that relationship would be better, but right now it's not much more.
After the fiasco in
it's
2013, Kobe didn't speak to his parents for the rest of his NBA career. In his final game, where he almost poetically had 60 points, he didn't have his father there to love him. In an article covering Kobe post-retirement, Kobe said, "Our relationship is not good. I say to them, I'm going to buy you a very nice home. And the response is, that's not good enough? Then you're selling my stuff?"
Kobe was being a super nice guy because he looked at it like these, like, and I don't want to, like, you can't fault him for even still trying to be like this, because at the end of the day, he probably looking at it like, my dad helped me get to this point, you know. But it's just unfortunate though that because you didn't agree with who I married, that you took it to this length. Because at what point did you see any leeching from his wife, from Vanessa? Did you see any leeching? Did you see that she was in it for the money? Did you see she tried to put him on child support? At what point did you see any type of leeching for you to be this super protective of him? You saw nothing. It was, and I'm not mad at you for wanting him to marry a black girl. I'm not mad at that at all. I actually like that. I F with that. I agree with that. But I'm not against the interracial stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% for it. But if it's there, they like you and they look good, they have a good mindset, bro. Like who likes you, go with that. Whether she's black, Asian, whatever. But I don't know, bro. And it's kind of crazy because, like I said, it's his parents, bro. And then he even had the respect for his parents to the point where he's like, I'm gonna buy you a home, I'm gonna do this. He's trying to make it right with something that he didn't even mess up. His parents, if this story is accurate, his parents did this. His parents messed up the relationship.
His sisters, who he was also close
with. Oh yeah, what was his sisters' approaches with this?
I've learned to accept that Kobe has removed money from his relationships with them. They're very smart, college-educated women, Kobe says. I'm really proud of them. They were able to get their own jobs, get their own lives, take care of themselves. Now they have a better sense of self, of who they are as people, instead of being resentful because they were relying on me. Kobe's relationship with his parents never seemed to end up mending. Now, 4 years after the tragedy that befell us all, a misrepresented news report brought the family feud to the forefront once again. The 2000 NBA championship ring that Joe and Pam sold all those years ago was being sold again. It was thought that Joe and Pam were selling their son's legacy once more, but really, it was just the previous buyer that was putting up the father's ring for sale. Whatever it sells for, is that the price of a family fracture? The pain and strife
crazy,
in
bro.
one of the world's most beloved figures? And just as importantly, his family? I don't think so. And
I wonder how close they were with his daughters, bro. If they ever got close at all. I know they said in the video that they never went to go see the first child, but he had like 2, 3 kids after that. I wonder how the relationship is now. No wonder why Vanessa no wonder why she don't like them or mess with. At some point in time, bro. At some point in time, you're not about to keep being this super nice, respectful person when people are clearly saying F you and doing all this weird shit. Like, you're not about to keep being that person. At some point in time, you're about to clap back or you're just not going to deal with them, period.
The mere existence of the auction has reopened a deep, painful wound. We seek peace and the opportunity to grieve with dignity. We appreciate your understanding and respect for our family's privacy at this time. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Wait. Hold on. Let me read that. Hold on. We want to make it abundantly clear that we have no involvement in the sale of our son's 2000 ring. The mere existence of the auction is deep painful when we seek peace and opportunity to grieve with dignity. We appreciate your understanding and respect for our family's privacy at this time. Okay, so the late purchase had nothing to do with them, but they did make a sale in the beginning. You guys were still wrong for that, bro. We all make mistakes, bro, but this one, bro, this would sit with me. I don't even know. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think, man. Y'all make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Recipes to Kari, X, my grandma, and I'm